Unusual ways people used to be paid. Have you ever wondered how people were paid for their work in the past? Did you know that the word salary has its roots in the Latin word salarium, meaning allowance or salt money? In the old ages, salt was a precious commodity used to preserve food. Soldiers, for example, were paid in salt or the equivalent in monetary value, which made their lives more comfortable. This practice gave rise to the term salary and the expression worth its salt. Imagine being paid in a beer after a hard day's work. In ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, beer was of great importance. The Egyptians even considered it food for the gods and used it as currency and medicine. Historians have discovered ancient Sumerian stone tablets that refer to the payment of beer. Often prepared by women, these early drinks were thick and fermented, almost like a meal in itself, enjoyed by both adults and children. Travel to ancient China, where receiving a knife as payment was a common practice from the 7th to 2nd centuries BC. Money knives were carried on easily accessible belts for barter or traditional uses. Legend has it that the custom arose when a low coin prince allowed soldiers to use knives to trade with the villagers. Eventually, metal knives became a form of currency, parts of which were cut off for payment while still retaining their usefulness. In Russia and Finland, an unconventional form of currency appeared: squirrel skins. In the frozen tundra, furs were highly valued for clothing and blankets, making leather an essential trade good. Some even went further, using ears, noses, and other body parts as a variation. This unique coin system may have reduced the impact of the plague, as squirrels were less prevalent and carried fewer fleas, which helped protect the population. Some text goes here: have you ever seen a Katanga cross and thought it was a work of art? These beautiful brass crosses were actually a form of currency in the Katanga region, now part of the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Zambia, in the 19th and early 20th centuries. With the area's abundance of copper, the metal was commonly used for coins. These crosses, which weighed about 2 pounds each, could be exchanged for various goods, such as flour or axes, and in emergencies, they could be melted down to obtain tools. In the aftermath of World War I, Germany and parts of Europe faced a shortage of traditional currency. To overcome this challenge, they turned to notgeld, or necessity money. Coins were rare, as they had been melted down during the war, and paper money had little value. Communities resorted to improvisation, using materials such as silk, chips, and even wood as alternative currencies. Although not official, notgeld was widely traded as a medium of exchange within those communities. As we reflect on these unusual methods of payment, it is fascinating to see how different cultures and circumstances have shaped the ways people have been paid throughout history. From salt to beer, knives to leather, and even funky materials, these payment systems offer a glimpse into our past.